All right, I guess we're live, but let's gather some people first. Let me share the stream to the pages and the groups that I belong to. Fantastic. There you go. So let's gather some people first. Dulce, hello, thank you. Hey, there. Okay, great. We got a bunch of people already, like 84 people. Let's hit 100. We're gonna start the show and the ball rolling. Hey guys, thanks for coming into the stream. We do this on a semi-regular basis. I just thought of calling in some friends from all over the country, wedding supplier friends. I travel a lot for the weddings that I shoot, be it Baguio, Cagayan de Oro, Cebu, or Davao, and I get to meet a lot of wonderful people, and I'm super happy that they had time for us today. I really wanted to have a stream, no, have a show with wedding suppliers across the country since before pa, like since before during the lockdown pa lang, because well, my thinking was all the conversation was Manila centric. Everything was about the city, Metro Manila, etc., etc. I felt that that's a bit unfair because again, the Philippines is not just composed of Manila. It's comprised of it's 7,000 islands. It's like it's a whole archipelago with different communities and cities and towns and different wedding industries scattered around the country. And I wanted to, hear what they have to say. Kung ano na yung nangyayari sa kanila. It's super, super, it's funny. It's funny and sad at the same time because I scheduled this before the new rulings coming in from IATF. Sabi ko, okay, I think it's a great time. This is exactly my thinking. It's going to be a great time to talk about how the wedding industry is coping and after 1 year, like a retrospective that, hey, eto na, parang the worst is over. And then I feel that, eto na, konting, and you will hear this the whole time, bumabangon na unti-unti yung industry in general. And then, boom, this hits the new guidelines from IATF. They're not calling it a lockdown. They're calling it a GCQ with added restrictions. I mean, like it's whatever they want to call them. And I mean, the past 2 days, I've had cancellations and I've had reschedulings of events I'm going to shoot this coming week. And apparently, it's like, I feel like we're back to square one. So I hope that we'll learn. No, you guys learn from the people who are going to share the experiences with us about the lockdown and about what's going to happen in the future. I invited a boatload of people. I've never had so many guests, and they were also willing and they were also nice to accommodate my request to have them on board. And I'm delighted. I'm happy that they are on board. Okay. So thank you dun sa mga tao na like who are on the stream right now, our guests and the people who are joining us. Benz, thank you so much. You sent so many great questions. Thank you. And shout out now from New Zealand. New Zealand, oh my God. Alam ko, maganda pag-handle nyo dyan. Dito nangyayari. All right. Okay. So, we have 7 guests for tonight. And then, we're gonna just segment them, 2 and 3 at a time para hindi naman masyadong labo-labo. We're gonna have some planner friends first, okay? Of course, we have, and we're gonna put them into the stream right now. Please, a round of applause, virtual applause to Mr. Walter Zalamea of Pampanga.
Hi,
hey!
hi everyone. Hi,
And
Jason.
hey, thank you. And then we're gonna have Hope Marquez of Cagayan de Oro.
Hello, good
So,
evening, everyone.
hey Hope, it's been a while since we went to Cagayan de Oro.
Yeah, sana
I hope you're
makabalik.
doing fine.
Yeah, we're doing great here.
And then Voltaire, kanina we were talking, and how has the last year been for you? Tell me about yung experiences mo, itong lockdown, the worst of it.
Well, the worst was I gained a lot of weight because of the lockdown. No, well, aside from that, well, of course, we all had postponed weddings. I want to emphasize on postponed because there are only few who really canceled, and thank God, I'm thankful for that. No, marami na postpone, and yun, at least it gave us, well, I want to look at it on a brighter side, no? Parang it gave us more time to enjoy the house, to stay at home and relax, no? I'm sure Hope, di ba, during before the lockdown was declared, it was our peak season. Hindi na tayo nakakauwi ng tama sa oras. We were not able to rest properly. At least it gave us time to pause, no, and to recharge. Pero yun nga, sabi nga ng iba, sobrang recharge na kasi umabot na ng isang taon.
Correct. I really
Ayun.
like your your attitude, no, very positive from the onset.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
if somebody would ask me, I would start with a negative, and I am happy that there are some. Because God knows that we all need positivity
I
right
know, I
now.
know.
Hope, how is it like with your two? How many kids do you have? I know that
I
you're
have,
pregnant now.
yes, I am. Yung, okay
Okay.
naman. Yes.
Yung hindi ka ba nabaliw? Like you have like kids and your blues, your husband is there and you're cooped in the house. How was it being cooped in your house?
Well, actually, same din kay Voltaire, no? Like, we were given a time to rest. Like, in hindsight, this pandemic gave me a reset. And for the first time in a very long time, I got to be at home, spend time with family more, got to sleep too. Like, nakakatulog na, in which alam naman natin if we are in the wedding industry and event suppliers, kulang tayo dyan, no? And
Agree.
then,
Yeah.
it's like an extended vacation. There's nothing but having unwavering faith that in the Lord, na knowing na this will be really over soon, na He will always sustain us. So yun, positive din yung mga coping, yung pag-accept natin sa situation right now. Ganon.
Voltaire, I want to check about the business, no? Like what did you do to let's say take care of the business, take care of the people that you work with, the people
Mhm.
who work for you. Were there what adjustments were made?
Well, in our case, I don't know kung pareho kami ni Hope. No, in my case, kasi I don't have regular employees with me. No, they're usually on call and per event basis, and I'm thankful that most of my staff, if not all, are of course regularly employed. No, so at least yung hindi sila nawalan talaga totally ng trabaho. No, and I'm thankful and grateful for that. So, yun, well, the challenge was on my shoulder lang talaga. Pero it's good thing I was able to find ways to keep myself busy and productive during during those months na wala tayong ginagawa.
Okay, so at least the people who work for you are fairly financially independent and capable.
Yes, I'm very grateful for that. At least hindi ko sila pinoblema yung kung saan how would they survive, no? Na ilang months tayong walang trabaho. But although yun nga, I made it a point to get in touch with them regularly. We have this group chat naman na almost every day we communicate, we share stories. There was even a time nung medyo nag-relax na, I invited them over dito sa bahay. We stayed just for a quick dinner and to update ourselves yun.
Okay, Hope, I live in Manila. A lot of our people who are tuned in are from the city, Metro Manila, although all over din naman yan. But please paint us a picture, no? Ano yung ano yung nangyari dyan sa Cagayan de Oro nung unang nag-hit yung lockdown, di ba? Kasi dito, biglang medyo may panic mode dahil biglang, oy, isasarado na nila ang Metro Manila. Paano, can you describe to us what happened at around that time, last year, in Cagayan de Oro?
Well, last year, nag-move talaga yung wedding. It was postponed, no? Although not naman canceled. Na-postpone, wala talagang events. We're very much affected in it. And then, although eventually, meron ding nag-push through ng mga clients. But, um, yung mga, like for example kami, ang mga client base are OFW, so they cannot really, it's so impossible for them to return to the country and get married. And then yung mga local based clients naman namin is big, when it comes to guests, like 400 guests and above, no? And then meron din yung mga ibang clients are getaway couples wherein they just go here to have a getaway wedding. And then yung iba, a number of our clients also are doctors and nurses. So, given their very parang hectic schedule ngayon, so nag-move talaga. And then some naman of our clients still after parang last month lang decided also to move for 2022. Pero I have observed in some of our fellow wedding planners na madami din silang mga events, yung mga weddings, pero intimate. So,
Okay.
mhm.
How do you, when people come to you now, like parang, how do you say, if I tell you I'm a groom or a bride comes to you, is it a great year to get married in 2021? Is it okay to get married in 2021? What's your answer to that? Walter first.
Sorry.
It's fine. Like parang if a groom and a bride, a couple comes to you and says, is it a good idea to get married 2021? What's your answer to that?
Ako, yes naman. I wouldn't want to add on the burden of na pasamain yung loob nila, no? But I usually ask my, actually that's a common question that most of my couples would ask. Is it dapat ba kami ituloy yung kasal? Do we have to postpone it? Ako mostly I tell them kung okay lang sa inyong to have an intimate wedding, then push through with it. Because kung hindi yung pagagawin ngayon, we do not know what will happen after this one, di ba? Baka nga maging malala pa siya, di ba? So might as well, if you're ready, you're prepared, and all the important people are willing to attend, regardless kung konti lang kayo, so might as well push through with it.
Good. I'd like to ask, how did you deal with couples who asked for the deposit back after in the most polite manner, like let's have hope first. Let's hope. I don't know if you have any situations like that where you know what, we got can we have it back, like what happened, what did you tell them?
So far, wala namang nagpa-refund or what. But there are few fellow yung mga kapwa suppliers natin na asking me kung anong isasagot. So I told them na you review your contract. Kasi from the very start, no, dapat yung contract mo naka-indicate doon. Whatever will happen, yung na-back up yan. Pero kasi sa akin, it's non-refundable, we have to decline another client already for that date. So hindi lang naman yung client but also us wedding suppliers, it's also a loss of income to us. However, if you're gonna move your date to a new date and wala namang charge, so parang we will plan naman things like that. But for some, hindi yata nalagay sa contracts, and sabi ko, uy, itong pandemic na to, madami tayong oras, let's give time to review our contracts and forms. So far, wala naman nagpa-refund. Thank God.
Voltaire, nakarinig ba sila sa'yo?
Hindi, actually, wala din. Well, swerte rin ako, no? Siguro sa mga clients ko na wala talagang nag-refund. Well, from the onset naman kasi it's clear in my contract that the down payment or the down payment will serve as a reservation fee, therefore it's non-refundable, no? But what we do now as a consideration na rin to the clients na affected, wala kaming charge when they would revoke or change the date, no? Yun din siguro yung isa sa magandang dun sa isang lesson na dapat matutunan ng mga fellow suppliers natin, because that has been di ba, a discussion during the first few months,
Yes.
no? Yung mga refund, di ba? And siguro here in Pampanga, kasi being one of the senior suppliers here, sa akin sila mostly nagtatanong what we have to do, sabi ko, you should be protected by your contract. Sabi ko, kahit ano pa niyo sabihin ng DTI or ano man sabihin nila, basta may contract kayo, at least protected kayo noon. So now, some learned it the hard way. At least now they know how to protect themselves. And
that is great. Okay, all right, guys. I'm gonna let in some other people now. Hold on there in the background. Guys who are watching, if you have any questions for our great planner from Cagayan de Oro, Hope, and our great planner from Pampanga, Voltaire, just tag on a question there, and then we'll be sure to return to you later. Right about now, I'm gonna call on a friend from Davao City, Milvene. Hello there. I'm gonna call on a friend, a photographer, a great photographer from Baguio City, Owen, please. And yep. Hey Owen, kumusta?
Hello, kamusta? Long time, ah.
It is Milvene. Kumusta?
Oh.
Okay, can you I think you're muted. Maybe somebody maybe there you go. Melvin, kamusta?
Hello, boss.
All right.
Okay.
So si Melvin, siya may-ari ng Simply Gray Studio, ang pinakamalupit na studio sa Davao City. Maraming fans 'yan. At syempre, pinakamalupit na studio sa Baguio City. The Rockstar, Owen and Nika. Pero ang boss talaga niyan si Nika eh.
Oo, si Nika talaga. Mismo.
Okay, I'm gonna ask, kunahin natin sa Davao. Boss, Melvin, kamusta sa Davao City? Like itong nakaraan, yung lockdown, ano yung nangyari dun sa wedding industry in general? I know that bread and butter mo to eh. Tell us about it.
So, nung nag-start, diba, nag-lockdown ng mga March. So, we have naka-line up na yung mga sked natin for the year. So, then it heard like mga March 14 nata yung first day ng lockdown. So, then everyone stopped. So, walang alam kung anong mangyayari. Then, wala. For 1 month, walang ginawa kundi nasa bahay. And yung mga booking natin for a year, like 80 weddings ba yun? So, hindi natin alam kung anong mangyayari pa. So, maraming naririnig, like, it would like 1 year bago magbalik or sooner, but hindi talaga alam. So, nung in-announce talaga is parang blanco lahat. So, after a month pa naging like, what's the next move? And everyone has, grabe, makikita mo yung lahat ng mga suppliers sa Davao. As in, we gather and we share some inputs talaga na, and one of us talaga yung mga nasa industry ang medyo top hit talaga dun sa nangyari natin. But luckily, we're slowly moving now.
Pare, kaya pa.
Kaya.
Owen, sa Baguio, ano nangyari sa Baguio?
Yes, sir. Grabe, for yung month na yon, since nag-announce sila ng lockdown, parang nag-postpone lahat eh. Yung iba nag-cancel, nag-postpone, sobrang takot ng tao. Tapos, ayun, same thing din siguro for Davao. Parang ganun din yung nangyari dito sa amin. Na, I mean, lahat nawalan ng trabaho, lahat, I mean, nga. Diba?
Correct.
Tapos, ayun, after ilang months, medyo matagal din ang wedding. Since, lalo rin na na-experience namin, since ang mga karamihan ng clients namin from Manila, from other places eh. May mga
Destination,
ganon.
di
So
ba?
hindi,
Oo.
yes, as destination wedding ang Baguio. So hindi sila maka-travel, hindi sila makaakyat, hindi sila makapag-plan ng wedding nila. So yun, ang daming na-postpone na weddings. Tapos luckily now, bumabalik naman. Lalo nung nag-announce sila na pwede na ulit mag-travel, ganyan. Medyo nawalan ng takot yung tao eh, feeling ko kasi parang nag-boom din yung bookings eh. Parang
Okay.
umakyat din yung bookings, tapos natutuloy na kahit pakonti-konti yung mga weddings. Tapos eto na naman tayo. So yun.
Actually, yun ang gusto ko itanong eh. Kasi Davao and then Baguio. And then, dito kasi nag-spike talaga yung cases, di ba? Nag-spike yung cases. Pag nagbaba dito ng ruling ng IATF, effective sa inyo, ganun din ba? Owen first.
Yes, mukhang sumusunod nga rin talaga dito yung sa local government dito. Kung ano yung regulation sa Manila, sa Metro, ganun na rin naman yung ginagawa. Pero may time na hindi agad sumunod eh. Parang siguro may 1 month pa na medyo stricter pa dito sa Baguio, na mas mahirap pumunta dito kaysa pumunta sa ibang lugar. Parang gano'n. So, pero ngayon naman sumunod naman. Sumunod din sila ngayon sa pagiging strict ulit.
Melvin, sa inyo, sabi mo nga, nakakabawi-bawi. Ngayon ba, like, meron bang ibang mga rulings, may mga bagong uling curfew ngayon, itong Monday na to, because sa mga nangyayari sa Manila?
We have, may iba tayong like situation. Before, di ba, yung Davao yung medyo mataas yung case. Tapos sa Manila, yung bumaba, di ba? Kami yung parang last na mataas yung case. Tapos, biglang nag-spike ang Metro Manila. So, parang naiwan din doon sa, parang middle na kami yung medyo mataas na yun. Tapos ngayon, medyo nag-stay lang kami. So ngayon, walang changes masyado. So, may curfew pa rin, 9 o'clock. But, lahat naman ng mga essentials, like basta may work ka or like you're doing business, may ma-present ka, hindi naman So, sa kanila is lahat ng nag-work, it's okay. But nothing like mga leisures, wala talaga yan. But if you have something to present naman, kahit border, it's okay talaga. Kasi we always like punta ng mga out of town. So
you have a pass. You have a paper. Okay. What do you call that? Is that called the COVID shield as well, or iba pa? What do you call it?
Travel pass.
Travel pass. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I know that you guys travel a lot. I was looking through the pictures of you na to make it to the poster. Gusto ko lang malungkot. No, gusto ko malungkot. Gusto ko malaman kung saan yung mga na-cancel na mga travel nyo nung 2020. Okay, Melvin, saan ka dapat pupunta nung 2020 na hindi natuloy? Sige nga daw.
Siyempre, every year tayo nagta-travel. So, like yung mga client natin, pupuntang Korea pag October. Diba? Kasi nandun yung pinaka-the best. Tapos, may client tayo sa US. Ganyan. So, excited yung mga magkakasunod. And meron na yung parang scared talaga kasi alam mo naman pag yung couple excited, diba? Or yung client natin, ahead of time, they will book talaga. And yun.
Wala. Owen, anong mga na-unsyami natin dyan? Nakita ko yung mga New York photos mo from way back. Saan ka dapat tayo pupunta dapat?
Actually, first time na magkaroon kami dapat ng Batanes wedding. Magko-cover kami sana ng Batanes na wedding. Naunsami. Tapos, actually, may US wedding din. Tapos, ayun. Sobrang na-delay din. Actually, nakakatakot din nung time na yon kasi parang usap din kami ng client about dun sa US wedding. Tapos, kasagsagan ng COVID nun eh. So, parang tinatanong kami kung paano ba, kung willing ba, ganyan. Medyo nakakatakot. So, sila rin naman, eventually, sila rin yung nag-postpone din talaga, ganyan. Inisip din talaga nila yung for their guests, for their suppliers. So, hindi ka rin talaga pwedeng makatravel eh. So,
that's right.
Ayun, tanggapin na lang natin.
I know that you guys are full-time photographers, though. and then for a time there was no work. I want to ask now, meron ba kayong ibang ginawa to alleviate that, to help with the financial situation? I wanted to ask about that. Milvene?
Me, my wife is may sariling work yung wife ko, so it helped a lot talaga.
Buti na lang.
Yeah. And meron tayong yung frame shop ko. So kumbaga medyo tuloy-tuloy siya, nag-stop lang siya pero tuloy-tuloy siya. And yung nag-stop is yung coverage natin kasi bawal talaga, 'di ba? But luckily kasi pag yung one good thing pag halimbawa sa industry natin marami tayong nakikilala, marami tayong nagiging close na mga clients, and they offer something like business or help to start. Like us, for now, meron kaming like rice wholesaling dun sa public market dito sa Davao. So,
Asyendero ka pala eh.
Hindi. Ngayon, wala. Quite small, but essential siya eh. Kasi naisip namin, dapat essential talaga. Dapat meron kang essential. Kasi pag isang click lang ng pag isang sabi lang nung guidelines na walang maglabas ng essentials na work, wala talaga. So, yun yung naisip namin. Kailangan natin merong essentials talaga na other job or business. So, yun. Dandahan yun. Parang yun yung
Owen, did you do...
Ngayon, running na.
Oh, that's good. The may coverage na eh. Owen, did you do any other stuff? Like with you and your wife, did you do other things or come up with a new business?
Yes, actually, ang Owen and Nika dati nagawa siya for wedding photography lang eh. So now we also do family photo shoots, ganyan.
Okay.
Tapos sa studio na lang, studio shoots. Tapos marami pa rin, masaya pa rin naman kami na marami pa rin gustong magpa-take ng photos, ganyan. Tapos we do illustrations. Kasi unlike Sir Melvin, pares kami si Nika, same kami ng work eh. Siya yung boss ko eh. So yun, doon lang din talaga kami nabuhay sa photography ngayong
Basta like a different kind of photography.
Yes, different kind of photography. Na
it's
hindi
awesome.
rin namin magawa yon dati kasi focused kami sa wedding photography eh. Kakainin talaga yung oras mo, di ba? Pag wedding photography lang. Siguro yun din yung maganda. Ang dami rin namin na picturean na families, portraits, individual portraits, ganyan, na masaya pa rin naman. Masaya siyang gawin. Tapos,
fantastic. All right, we're gonna go back to you guys, and we'll bring in the third batch of guests. Right? Thank you, Melvin and Owen. Please hang on. Of course, we're gonna ask some three other friends right now. We're gonna ask Connie, Videña of Fresh Minds. They rule Tagaytay and the Silang area. They're very modest about it, but that's very true. We're gonna call on Mr. Jeffroger Kho, one of my favorite photographers who come from Cebu City, the beautiful city of Cebu. With all due respect to Marquez Cantalejo, Jeff, always a treat. So we're gonna bring him in, and we're also going to bring in, I guess. Ang daming fans dito eh. Ang daming hakot. Mr. Pepe Fernandez. Hey! There you go.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Kamusta? Jeff, hello. It's good to see you. It's been a while.
Hi, nice to see you online again.
You look great. We're gonna talk about that later. Unahin natin the lady in the bunch, no? Connie. Connie, alam ko na of course like pandemic and all, pero para sa kaalaman ng lahat, bago pa magkaroon ng pandemic, bumulusok na ang taal. Oh my God, January pa lang medyo alat na, no? tell us about yung coping, because Fresh Minds, it's a big, you've been around for a long time, 20
For 17
years?
years. So
17 years, halos
17,
magkasabay
17
tayo.
years. Yeah.
17, right?
Opo.
And then, ang dami yung weddings, and then Taal hit, and then COVID hit. Tell me about how you cope. Ano yung nangyari, like, in terms para maka-survive yung business, Connie?
Opo. Yung during Taal, we were upset na talaga. We had canceled events po. Kasi yung iba, yung weddings nila were moved in their provinces. So, hindi na nila kami sinama. Pero mas we're looking at the brighter side kasi iniisip namin mas more up with the events venue kasi yung events venue they have to make refunds talaga kasi nag-move talaga sa ibang like in Manila. Pero kami pag sa Manila, they are bringing us din sa Manila. So kaya naman. So yun, we're looking at the brighter side po. Pero we had then canceled the event so we were upset then. Tapos during nung February and early March 2020, masaya naman kasi nagmarami pa rin naman nagbo-book kasi that was the booking month yung February, the first quarter of the year actually po. So we admire this couple po who are still positive about this and they are positive to get married in Metro Tagaytay. So they are the ones who's inspiring us. Tapos eto nga nung nag-lockdown, naku po, ng March, April. So, okay na rin, nakapahinga, masaya naman. Pero, ayun, since we are saving naman for the rainy days, so we were able to help our people. Pero eventually, nung na-extend po yung lockdown, so puro palabas na. Wala nang
Totoo
pumapasok.
naman.
So, we were devastated kasi we were overthink, we're stressed out, especially us, we have full-time employees. Yun kasi yung dilemma namin, our full-time employees. So, pero eventually, birth seasons were okay. There this months na break even. Pero last December, we've earned a lot. So, not that big. Konting may nakapagbigay pa kami ng bonuses. So, we're happy. We were able to celebrate naman ng masaya yung Christmas season. Pero
That's
it's far
nice.
pa rin with the usual income that we have. Pero we're still grateful po na we're surviving. Tapos, eto na naman, there's this news about the volcano's possible eruption and positive cases are continuous po na increasing around Cavite. So, medyo naaapektuhan din pa rin po yung mga inquiries. Ayun. Pero we're positive naman na
correct. Yung ang sa akin dito, parang bumubuelo ka pa lang eh. Di ba? Paangat pa lang eh. Tapos biglang, eto na naman, no? So, just to clarify, no? Diyan ka rin eh, di ba? Sa Silang area kayo nakatira.
Silang.
Right?
Silang.
Or, I mean,
Yes po, Silang.
like, you're not just because of Taal, you're not just affected sa business, but like your life is affected, right? Because you're
Yes po.
malapit yan sa Taal eh.
Parang there this time nga na during pandemic pa, lockdown pa, and then there's this news na may mga possible eruption pa. Parang I was telling myself, bring it on, God, bring it on. Ilatodo nyo na. Kasi, yun, pag nakabangon ka na, tapos dadating naman tong eruption. So, ano po.
I admire your strength, Connie. Kaya yan. Jeff, tell me about Cebu. One of the mataasang spikes niyan before, no? Last year, one of the hotbeds, right? Cebu. And then tell me about the industry in general, how the bookings and like how much it slowed down.
Well, during the start, gabi talaga, like zero. So, parang wala kang shoot, tapos wala pang inquiries na pumapasok. So, medyo depressing talaga yun na time for us, no? Pero, like now, although the shoots that we have are like mga 30 to 40% on what we're used to doing, but luckily there are inquiries coming in, so brides, our clients are parang confident na to book kahit na medyo uncertain pa kung anong mangyayari in the coming months. And then, but I guess it helps also din on that a lot of our colleagues are like posting pictures or videos para it gives confidence to the clients ba na parang siguro it's safe to do events now as long as the protocols are followed, so yung mga ganun. So medyo positive yung uh, future for events dito sa Cebu for
There's a
now.
huge industry there, though. There's a huge
Yes, yes,
industry.
yes.
Planners, designers, hotels. Everybody got hit.
Yes, yes. Grabe talaga. And I think yung kawawa talaga is yung mga PAs or yung mga assistants kasi they have like walang masyadong like savings or walang other income streams na pagkukunan. So I think some of us helped them, or there was a drive asking for the Cebu City government to help some of those people, at least mga konting ano lang, contribution lang, just to stay in the industry pala.
At least. All right, we're gonna go to Pepe. Pepe, you're one of the busiest photographers the past few months, no? As I can see in your social media. But no, my question is yung diskarte sa pag-shoot, no? The way that you approach a wedding day or even a pre-wedding shoot. Ano yung naiba, Pepe?
Ngayon, sir,
Yes, yes.
actually wala naman masyado eh. Parang yung siguro yung safety protocols lang. We always have to wear yung mask, tapos social distancing, tapos alcohol lang lagi. Pag abot sa'yo ng SD card, alcohol, tapos balik. Mga ganun lang yung ginagawa naman namin. Then yung mga the usual before, siguro na mga closer, ganyan, nilimit na namin. Tapos minsan dinidepende na namin doon sa bride or sa groom kasi yung iba kasi gusto pa rin nila eh. So parang kami, wala rin naman kami say na sabihin namin, oh, bawal yan, ganito, ganyan. So kung gusto nila, nasa sa kanila. Pero kami, as for us, we shoot from a distance. Tapos make sure namin na yung interaction nililimit namin. Tapos sa mga enclosed spaces, yan, medyo as much as possible. Kung kailan lang kami kailangan nandun, tsaka lang kami papasok. Tapos yung outdoor, mas prefer namin yung outdoor.
Nagbawas ka ba ng tao sa shoot?
Luckily, sir, magmula kasi nung nag-start siya, hindi namin masyado naramdaman yung intimate wedding eh. Na talagang yung anong tawag nila dito, yung parang scaled down wedding. Hindi namin siya masyadong naramdaman. Siguro from the start na bumalik kami sa pagsushoot, siguro less than 5 lang yung na-experience ko. Meron ako na-experience na dalawa kami photographer, wala kami assistant. Tapos ang style namin talagang run and gun lang, yung meron kaming pouch, yung mga lenses andito na sa belt namin, unlike before na may mga assistant. Okay din, refreshing siya, parang bumalik kami sa basic dun sa dati na wala naman talagang maraming production team, may mga assistant, bawat photographer. So okay din. Siguro less than 5 weddings lang yung gano'n. Tapos yung iba, mga 3 kami may assistant, 2 photographer. Then the rest, may mga on-site photo na eh. Tapos parang regular weddings na ulit.
I'd like to ask this for everybody in the group. Meron ba kayong ibang ginawa? Ang hot term for the day, yung or of the year, yung mag-pivot eh, no? Yun yung hot term. Ibig sabihin, meron ka bang ibang ginawa, may iba bang negosyo just to alleviate the financial strain na walang weddings. Pepe, ikaw, meron ba? Before you start, bilib ako dun sa mga kasamahan natin sa trabaho who did Lala Move, who cooked, who sold food. It's like sobrang mad respect for these people. Like si Brian, for example, nag-Lala Move siya. Parang wow, so much respect. Did you guys do anything like that? Let's have Connie. What about you guys?
Yes. Si Rexel nag-Lala Move, yung L300 niya, nag-offer siya sa Lala Move. Nag-apply siya sa Lala Move.
Galing. Okay, tas ano yan? Mga 2 months din yan? 3 months din?
3 months. 3 months to 4 months. Kasi here in Silang, in demand po yung halaman, yung plants. Usually, the plants are coming from Silang. So, marami dito na nagpapalala move ng halaman from here to Manila.
Galing. Pepe, did you do anything? Oh yeah, sorry, Connie, go, proceed, please.
Opo. Tapos yung sa parang me personally, parang how uh, what did I do para to cope up? Personally, parang being busy with the business, having sometimes I'm being busy nga. I've learned that I didn't pay attention when it comes sa budgeting sa bahay. Magastos pala. So, nagtipid ng sobra. We're focusing with our basic needs. This pandemic has really taught us to be wise in spending money. Tapos, we did, up to now pala, we're doing skeletal workforce. Sa office, dati from 6 days a week ang work, naging 3 to 4 days na lang. And then, we're advising them then na magtipid. So, tapos nun, good thing we have this indoor studio. Since they could not have grand celebration, they opted to have a pictorial na lang sa studio. So, what we did is, yun, pinromote namin ng sto. Kasi during lockdown, people were asking if we have studio na. Even lockdown, gusto nilang magpa-picture. So, before, I'm having self-pity na, ay, hindi naman essential yung business natin. We're so
Correct.
kawawa. Pero eventually, nang eto nga, since they have no means to go out during lockdown, pero gustong-gusto nila. So, ayun, good thing pala na you have indoor studio. Although it's the earnings is too far from
From weddings.
weddings, pero still,
Malayo.
na we're surviving. Tapos yun nga, and the what's nice about it is nabibigyan ko ng trabaho, we're giving jobs to our people, which is yun yung kahit papaano nare-relieve kami. Tapos yun, yung we're doing continuous marketing, dapat aggressive ka pa rin. You need not to compromise talaga yung funds for marketing. This will bring in money kasi po. So yung napapansin ko, when you're active po in social media or other marketing, marami naman talaga nag-express na gustong mag-book. So,
Fantastic
there,
advice.
Opo.
It's not the time to stop. It's not the time to stop marketing the business,
Yes
right?
po, yes po. If you
All
have
the more you have to push.
Yes, sir, yes. Opo.
Jeff,
Kung
what
may
did you do?
konti pang budget.
Oh, yeah. What did you do, Jeff?
Ako naman, hindi naman siya masyadong lumayo from still photography, but I did a number of product shoots na
I
dito lang
know!
sa
Yeah,
studio.
beautiful!
Yeah, thank you. So dito lang sa bahay, so the clients would send me their items, tapos dito ko lang siya i-shoot sa house. So kasi I see a lot of my friends and industry partners na they're venturing into different types of food and other services. So parang ako naman, hindi naman ako masyado marunong magluto or anything. So I think the best way for me to support them is to take photos of their products, and I did also some branding and product work shoots for like a coffee brand from Manila, and then they wanted to. The model was here in Cebu, so she doesn't want to fly to Manila. So instead of doing the shoot in Manila, so dito na ginawa sa Cebu yung shoot. So I did also another product shoot for clothing line. So mostly ganon, photography pa rin, and nothing new businesses. Parang support ako sa mga friends ko na
Correct.
may venture into other income streams.
I'm gonna add to that, no? Nakakaingit yung mga tao na merong ibang alam. Dahil parang, oh my God, wala akong ibang alam. Mag-video lang. Ang alam ko lang, mag-video lang. Napakawala akong kwentang tao. Ay, nako. Pepe, did you do anything? You didn't sell your Funko Pops.
May mga binenta ako, sir, pero hindi naman Actually ako, gusto ko rin sana before nagtry ako mag-apply sa Lalamove. Kaso I own na sedan kasi. Lalamove is not accepting sedans. So kailangan SUV or MUV. So APV, medyo mas malalaki na sedans that time di sila nag-accept. Tapos yung ibang friends ko na mga sa wedding industry din, sabi nila sa akin, try mo Transportify. So parang siya, so tumatanggap ng sedan. Nung time na nag-apply ako, cut off na. Sobrang dami nang nakapag-apply sa kanila. So hindi na tinanggap yung application ko. So, ginawa ko, di tumambay lang muna ako. Sabi ko, siguro isang buwan lang naman siguro yan, 2 buwan. Sabi ko, this is the best time siguro na para makapagpahinga, ma-enjoy ko yung anak ko, parang matulog na matulog, mag-Netflix, maglaro ng computer games, ganyan. Hanggang sa hindi ko na napapansin, 4 months na. Tapos, by the time na medyo nagpapanik na ako, kasi parang sabi ko, lahat ng pera palabas, makikita mo yung bank account mo, puro negative. Walang pumapasok, as in. Sabi ko, yun parang gusto ko na mag-start ng something na parang para mag-generate ng income. Unfortunately, that time, parang lahat may nagtitinda na. May nagtitinda na ng longganisa. Ang dami na nagtitinda na, may mga hardinero na, di ba? Ang dami na naghahalaman. So parang masyadong late ka na sa ball game para pumasok na parang pag tinanong ko paano yan, wala na, hindi mo na alam kung saan ka kukuha. Tapos by the time na mag-market ka, parang hindi mo na alam yung ins and outs ng business na parang puro palugi na. So sabi ko, nag-isip ako, parang yun nga, pumasok sa isip ko magbenta ng mga toys kasi I collect watches. So parang yung iba, doble-doble. Yung mga toys, parang binibili ko isa for out of box. Yung isa, for completely display lang. May mga characters ako ditong 3 of each na nag-a-appreciate yung presyo. Yung come the rainy days, pwedeng ibenta. Buti hindi naman umabot pa sa time na yun. Siguro
ang lalim ng paginaguhugutan, hindi umabot.
Hindi naman siguro malalim. Siguro fortunate enough lang kami na hindi din gano'ng karangya or kaluho yung pamumuhay namin. Yung lifestyle namin, hindi mga before thrice a week lang kami mag-steak, mga ganyan. Hindi ako masyadong maluho. So tingin ko medyo na-manage namin yung expenses. Tapos mas nag-cut down pa kami. Yung anak ko kasi, I have a 7-year-old daughter, yung panganay ko. Bata pa lang, training ko na magutom. So sabi ko, anak,
gusto ko yung training mo.
parang,
ikaw ba tinrain mo ang sarili mong magutom?
ayun nga, ako sir, hindi ko train, pero ginawa ko before, nung wala pang pandemic, kumain ako ng marami. Para by the time na magka-pandemic, patayin na lahat ako, pumapayat pa lang.
That's why you're a guest of this show, Pepe. Okay, Tin, let's bring in everybody. I have a serious question for everybody, and I'm gonna start it off. Okay, I wanted to ask the people who are a group of friends. We're just a bunch of friends and 500 people listening to the stream. I'd like to ask, and I'm going to start with this. What's a painful decision that you had to make? No. During this, regarding the business, during the lockdown, during this pandemic. And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna tell people that I had no choice, but I had to close my office. I love my office. It's been around for 7 to 8 years. It's beautiful. I met a lot of people there. I met a lot of fellow suppliers there. But wala nang meeting eh. Hindi na siya. It's a dead it's sobrang pabigat na siya because hindi ko na siya nagagamit. All the editors, including myself, were just editing at home. And then all the meetings are virtual already. And so I wouldn't say with much hesitation, but with a lot of, with a heavy heart, I needed to close my office in Makati. And right now, all the operations are in my place in Makati. It was painful. It was like parang, man, well, it was nice to have an office, but it is what it is, and I have moved on, and well, we're stronger for that. I believe I am stronger for that, and I'm gonna point to. I like this layout para tayong Brady Bunch. Connie, give me something that a decision that you had to make, which is very, very difficult.
Letting go of people, letting go of some of my employees. Yun siguro because I love my people. So kasi I could not guarantee them na I could provide for them yung kung ano yung expectation nila na yung before the usual na what they are earning, I could not give them, so I have to let them go. Siguro that is the most painful decision.
Lumabas na walang puso ako, no? Ang ganda ng sagot mo. Okay. Napakawalang kwenta. Okay. Go. I was kidding. So that was difficult. That was difficult. I understand, Connie. Oh man, that sucks. I didn't want to be in that room when that happened. Jeff, what about you?
Ah, hello. Yes. Sa akin naman, nothing super big decision to make. But siguro I agree with Connie din, no, na during this pandemic na nagbawas talaga tayo ng tao. So, like for wedding shoots, usually we do with a team of like 5 or 6. So, like sa mga new weddings na ngayon, kailangan like limitado na lang sa 3 or 4. So, medyo painful din isipin na you can't get a lot of people na to work for you normally. So, yun siguro yung mga isa sa mga decision na kailangan gawin. Although, in-explain naman namin sa iba na maybe if they can't do field work, then you just like edit the photos, like mga ganun muna. But we try to help them naman as much as possible kung ano yung kaya natin.
It's tough. It's tough to become a business owner. Pepe?
Ako, sir, same nung sa'yo. Actually, hindi naman siya office na prime location or ano. Parang more on editing headquarters lang where we will meet with the team. Nag-down payment ako February. Tapos,
Ouch!
pinipinturahan na siya. Actually, yung mga logos nandun na, yung mga Funko Pops ko nandun na. Tapos, medyo busy pa kasi that time eh. Medyo busy pa that time, pero napinturahan na siya. Tapos, nung time na mag-aayos na dapat kami, yun na, sabi, lockdown na. So sabi namin, sige, next month na tayo mag-ayos, 1 month lang naman yan. Pero nung come April 15, extended, hanggang sa extended, puti mabait yung nakausap ko, yung may-ari ng place. Binalik niya yung 3 months na binayad ko. Wala siyang kinuha, kahit single cent, wala siyang kinuha. That's after 4
Bayad.
months, ha? Mabait, sir. Pati yung mga pintura, sinolder niya na lahat, tapos binalik niya sa akin. Pero sa akin, medyo masakit siya sa part ko kasi sana parang ano yun eh, parang kahit maliit, parang dream come true for me na parang meron kaming parang stepping ladder din na sana ganito ganyan. Plus nung siguro I'm not sure kung December, January, nag-upgrade kami, bumili kami ng 3 kamerang bago, mga lente, ganyan.
12 months to pay ba to?
Oo. Installment siya.
Kami 24 months.
Siyempre, medyo mayabang tayo. December yun. Tapos may paparating na January, February, March. Medyo swerte lang. Napapansin ko na parang na-extend na siya na-extend. Nabenta ko pa siya. Napasalo ko siya lahat. Hanggang ngayon, binabayaran nila. Wala akong binabayaran.
Sila na yung problema. No?
Sila na yung problema.
I wanted to ask Pepe, like in the future, maybe 1 year from now, do you still want that space? Do you still want that kind of space in the future?
Oo, sir. Oo eh. Kasi parang ako more on parang yun yung iba yung building na relationship na ako tsaka yung team ko sa field. Plus yung compared dun sa nasa office kayo na nag-small talk lang kayo, nag-uusap kayo. Sa akin, siguro secondary lang yung work, dun kaya ako kinuha yun. More on gusto ko siya, parang tambayan lang talaga na parang may problema ka, punta ka dito, usap tayo. Parang ganun, kung kailan mo lang gusto mag-report, tara dito, parang ganun. Parang gusto ko siya maging safe haven ng team. Na parang kung stress out ka, dito tayo, punta tayo dito. Yun yung parang main purpose ko dun eh. Tapos siguro pag naiinis ako sa misis ko, punta ako doon. Mga ganung bagay.
Sige, we're gonna look for that. We're gonna look forward to that space kapag nag-ribbon cutting na uli. Melvin!
No, alam mo naman ang Simply Gray, maraming crew.
Yes! Yes! Kilala ko pa yung mga yan.
So, grabe. So, when nag-decide na March 14 yung lockdown, nag-decide ako March 18, wala nang pasok. So, first, parang nung gawin natin, dalahin na lang ng mga computer, lahat-lahat. First, as in, talaga, kumbaga, in-accept na lang talaga na i-close na lang talaga. But, Luckily, kinontinue namin pa rin. Pero ang rent, lahat-lahat kinontinue ko. Wala akong close, but nagbawas talaga ako ng tauhan. So, yun yung medyo masakit, yung mga, alam mo naman yung mga kasama natin, di ba? So, enjoy masyado. So, ngayon, yung dating 5, nagiging 3, yung 10, nagiging 7. So, most likely, nakikita mo sila na nag-food panda, may nagbebenta ng mga ganito. So, yun talaga, yung pagbawas ng tauhan. Kasi, yung staff is like a family. So, pero kailangan natin na parang we have to move on and we have to help and educate them na kailangan talaga mag-extra work kasi learning din to eh. So, yun. Move on. But,
Voltaire, any decisions? Although you mentioned puro full-time employees.
Oo nga eh. I was actually thinking kanina kung ano ba talaga yung talagang major decision na give up namin. Well, yun nga. Well, fortunately nga, I'm home-based, no? Ever since I started this business, no? So talagang wala akong nag-give up na office space, and usually ang mga meetings ko naman are either virtually or dun sa venue kung saan nag-event. And employees naman, wala rin akong talagang regular employees. Most of them are on call, and luckily most of them, if not all, are gainfully employed also. Kaya yun, grateful ako doon.
That's good. That's good to know. At least, well, I mean, iba-iba talaga yung pag-hit sa atin eh. What about you, Hope? In Cagayan de Oro.
Same kami ni Sir Pepe actually. May bago kaming headquarters. Tapos, binayaran namin last year. Nag-repaint kami, bumili kami ng mga gamit. Madami kaming parang interior na plans, this and that. Lumipat kami ng first week of March. On the second week, nag-lockdown na. So, that's really painful because that's part of our plans for 2020 because we are really expecting na 2020 will be a very good year for us no in the industry. So pagdating ng I think mga June or July, good thing naman kay Sir Pepe, binalik yung nagasto niya. So sa amin naman, goodbye yung paint and everything. So pagbalik mo parang meron na daw gusto kumuha ng office namin kasi bagong-bago, ganyan-ganyan. So, parang so sad. Pero it's okay. Siguro may iba pang mga mas maganda na dadating.
Yun ang gusto ko eh, yung silver lining eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
Minsan kasi I mean, honestly, myself, sometimes I don't look at it na ganyan dahil sometimes I'm a pessimist, sometimes I'm just really down. I don't care to look for the positives eh. But I guess there's always one. Owen, what about you? Oh, before you answer Owen pala. Guys,
Yes, sir.
if you have any questions, people who are tuned in right now, put it on the chat and just post a question there. We have planners here, photographers, business owners, Davao, Cagayan de Oro, Baguio, Tagaytay, from Pampanga, from all over. If you have a question, please write it down and just tell us who you want to answer. Owen, go. Take it away.
And then, siguro biggest decision na masakit. Same with Sir Pepe saka kay Ma'am Hope, nag-open din kami ng space. Yun nga lang, nag-open kami ngayon. Parang March, nag-open kami, tapos nag-opening, inuman, ganyan, tapos a week after, lockdown. So, medyo masakit yun. So, naka-sign up na kami for a contract. Ang maganda lang siguro na nangyari doon, nagkaroon kami ng space for shooting other photography related na bagay-bagay, ganyan, like portraits. Ang masakit lang din kasi ilan lang yung mga gusto naming tao na i-hire, ganyan. Nakapag-hire na kami ng isa na friend pa namin, ganyan. Tapos na-let go din namin after ilang months kasi hindi rin namin masustain eh. Kasi sobrang lumalabas na rin talaga lahat, ganyan. Yun. Tas buti na lang yung space na lang din ngayon na yun yung bumuhay rin sa amin kahit papaano ngayon, ngayong time ng taghirap talaga. So, ayun. Pero mahirap pa rin siya. Masakit pa rin sa amin na akala namin yung latag ng 2020. Gandang taon eh, di ba? Kaya rin tayo nagtayo ng space. Kala mo, nakakapagod makipag-meet sa ibang, sa coffee shops, ganyan. Kasi
Ang
marami na
yabang natin eh.
Oo, yabang eh. Tapos biglang, 1 week after, biglang lockdown. So, ganon. Ganon yung nangyari. Masakit lang na
Okay.
let go ng ibang tao for
We have great questions here, but Owen, I wanted to ask. Because I'm just imagining, no, okay bang mag-lockdown sa Baguio? Kasi open air, fresh mountains, ganun pwede ba? Tama ba yung ni-envision ko? Walks in the park? Sa Baguio? Ganun ba?
Actually, nung first months ng lockdown dito, hindi siya sobrang strict eh. Bawal ka ring lumabas, bawal kang mag-walk sa park, ganyan. So parang ewan ko eh, medyo depressing tuloy kasi ang lamig-lamig sa space mo, tapos ang dark na, alam mo yun, parang sobrang, tas bawal pa umakyat yung mga tao. Unlike sa Manila, nakapunta na nga kami ng Manila after ilang months eh. Pero sa Baguio, lately lang din sila nag-open. So parang ang depressing niya na space pag medyo tumatagal ka na. Kasi yun nga, sobrang lamig. So,
alam naman natin na mataas ang suicide rate sa UK sa UK dahil walang masyadong sinag ng araw. Yeah, okay. So
at medyo may nabalita. Yes.
Go ahead. You're saying
nga rin ako na gano'n na tumaas ang suicide rates dito sa Baguio. Parang gano'n.
Oh, wow. Okay, I was kidding and it's not. Okay,
Yes, may mga nakikita akong posts about doon. So yun, siguro isang malaking bagay nga yung weather din. Yung hindi ka makalabas, hindi ka makapag-beach. Yung mga tao dito, beach na.
Sa La Union.
So yun.
Sa La Union.
Bawal ka rin bumiyahe ng La Union. Mahirap din. Since sobrang stress.
Okay.
So yun.
We got some intelligent questions right now, and whoever wants to answer, please, you can take the floor. Anybody considered leaving the wedding industry because of what happened? Anybody raise your hand or at least thought of, maybe I should do something else. Good. Okay, so mukhang wala. Okay, because I think this is from Daniel Talavera, who is I think he's newish to the industry. I think most of the people in this group, I would say, are lifers. No, lifers na yan. I mean, sila Connie have been doing it for 17 years. Jeff, rock, paper, scissors, has been around for a long while. Rock, paper, scissors, and then Pepe is old as hell. Milvene is older than hell. So I will respect the women in this group, and I will respect Voltaire because of his seniority. But I don't think anybody thought of leaving the industry. Yun. Guys, pandemic rate. Pepe, thoughts? Pandemic rate?
Ako sir, from the get-go hindi ako nag-offer. Hindi ako naglabas ng poster or anything na offering pandemic rates. However, nag-offer ako ng parang shortened hours. So parang we introduce yung 5 hours and 12 hours na coverage. So if yung wedding mo will just cover 5 hours, mako-cover namin ng 5 hours. Ito yung rate mo. Pero more than that, pasok ka na rin sa 12 hours. Pero kung sobrang 1 to 2 hours lang, like 7 hours, parang may OT rate na lang kami binigay per hour. Early. Parang medyo Western US style yung ginawa namin.
Understood. Anybody else? Voltaire, you were saying?
Yeah, isa siguro ako dun sa mga nagulat nung client had been starting asking na may pandemic rate ba kayo? Parang nagulat ako, saan galing yun? Saan galing yung pandemic rate na yun? Until I found out that some of our colleagues here, dito sa province, sa Pampanga, nagbagsak talaga ng presyo because of that, no? So, pero nung I'm trying to understand kung bakit sila nagbagsak ng rate, no? Pero I'm trying to look at it on the business side. kung tutuusin, I'm sure Hope would agree with me, mas marami pa nga tayong trabaho ngayon kesa dun sa dati, pre-pandemic, di ba? Mas nadagdagan pa yung trabaho, mas nahirapan pa tayo, and we're putting our team at risk. Kaya never akong nag-offer ng pandemic rate. I tried to explain this to the clients, and fortunately, na intindihan naman nila. And I'm trying to encourage then my fellow suppliers here na please wag nating i-offer yung pandemic rate. Wag nating ibaba yung ano. Kasi parang, what if naging okay na tayo? Paano ka babalik? Paano mo itataas uli yung rate mo? Di ba? Yun ang magiging challenge sa'yo nun eh. Parang, put a
Very well
value
said.
naman. I try to encourage them na to put value on your work naman. Kasi pinaghirapan natin to. Di ba? Hindi mo lang basta-basta ibabagsak na lang yun. Well, I understand that some are talagang kapit sa patalim na, pero there are better ways to survive this pandemic naman eh.
I think ano rin, no, the amount of respect that you have for what you do is correlated to pre and post pandemic, right? Like
Exactly.
you value it. You value it. If you value it that much, you will not dive down.
Totoo yun.
I got a question here. I like this question, no. How do you overcome no bookings, no, for 3 months, no, and then seeing other wedding suppliers merong bookings, di ba? Ito ang tinatawag na inggit. Tinatawag na inggit eh. Alam mo, ang mainggit, human lang naman yun eh. I think, yung pag-handle nung inggit, no? Kung paano mo i-externalize yun, dun lang nagkakatalo. I guess, be mature about it. What can I say? Don't feel bad. Just don't, for myself, don't think of what other people are doing. Just think of what you're doing, no, for your company and for your business, and not for anybody else. Anybody want to chime in? Yeah.
Okay.
Ako.
Okay, Connie, go.
During the lockdown was lifted noong 2020, parang a lot of suppliers na are posting that they have weddings, they have events. And then there's this parang na parang bakit sila lang? Parang nagsaself-pity na ako. Tapos parang my brother, which is our photographer, Alvin, told me, higit ka lang. Hingit nga ba ako? Hingit ako. Tapos yun, tapos na-realize ko na, nga lang, hindi pala. Tapos, then, kami lang yata dito nag-offer ng intimate wedding ba o new normal weddings. But we have to do it kasi yung to offer new normal weddings packages because for our people, minsan what we're earning is pambayad tao na lang. Pero we're happy about it kasi at least we're helping them. Pero ano lang yun for the weddings that fall on June, July, August, on 2020. Pero we're happy about it. Pero yung iba kasi clients are budol eh. Minsan they are calling it intimate wedding, so we're offering our intimate rate. Pero yung pala, the usual, may ceremony, may reception. Tapos what I realized, when we're having weddings na during ng June, during ng July, hindi naman pala nakakainggit. Kasi, baka naman hindi rin naman pala kumikita. They are not that, parang baka lang naman na baka naman, they just have weddings. Parang they are just busy, pero they are not earning that much. Tapos, they are risking their safety.
Or pwede namang inggitera ka lang.
Oo.
No, I understand. We are human eh.
Na sinabi mo na we're having inggit.
Hindi tayo perfect. Alam mo, bibihira yung mga tao na perfect eh. Si Ben Strana, yan, perfect yan. Yung mindset nun, di ba? Parang alam niya yun eh. Pero tayo, flawed ang human being. So, again, I guess it's okay to feel things like that. It's a matter of, wag kang magwalo doon, no? Doon ka lang mag-concentrate eh. Ayun.
Sorry.
Go ahead,
Sige.
go ahead.
Siguro sa amin, ang naisip namin, yung parang, meron yung inggit, pero marirealize mo, magiging hopeful ka din eh. Kasi, yung mga supplier friends namin, nagkakaroon na. So, eventually, baka naman
Totoo,
magkakaroon na
totoo.
rin tayo.
Ito ba, mas
Kasi,
magaling ako doon. Ganon.
I mean, okay lang. Siguro ang pinakamagandang gawin or ginawa namin, maging busy ka lang. Siguro i-allot mo lang yung time mo doing other things. Kahit ano, siguro sa pag-iisip, pagmumuni-muni para lang hindi isipin yung mga ganong bagay. Kasi itong pandemic, sobrang nilabas niya talaga lahat ng worst sa
Yes.
tao eh. 'Di ba? Kaya, I mean, yon siguro after some time, naisip namin after ilang months, nagkakaroon na ng bookings ang ibang supplier friends. Nagkaroon na ng hope. Pick up na to. Magkakaroon na ulit ng weddings. So, ayun. Sana. Sana tuloy-tuloy na.
Jeff, there are going to be new rules imposed to Manila. Mangyayari din ba yan sa Cebu?
So far, wala pa kaming natanggap na ganun ka new strict rules. In fact, ngayon is mas lenient na like for travel from Cebu to other islands, mas easy na kasi before you need to get the COVID shield, the barangay health certificates, and swab testing. Pero sa ngayon is so far wala pang mga bagong ganon. Yun nga yung isang kinatakutan namin when we did a wedding recently kasi nga the guests na pupunta, they were really worried na makakapasok pa ba yung mga guests nila or like what will happen kung hindi sila makapasok, matuloy ba yung wedding kasi nga yung parents or yung mga ganon. So far naman sa Cebu, wala. Although may restrictions or strict sila ngayon sa curfew. Kasi there's an incident last week, or last week ba yun? Or maybe last week na may a group of photographers were detained dahil nga sa curfew issue na lumagpas na
Detained?
10 p.m.
Wow! Katakot.
Yes, detained talaga. And then they showed proof naman sa like mga proof of work, kung saan yung wedding, kung saan yung venue, mga ganon. Pero hindi pa rin sila pila lusot. So parang na-detain sila mga 11 p.m. and then nakaalis na mga around 5 na kasi may tumulong na ibang staff sa police. So yun siguro yung isa na concern sa new weddings ngayon na I think we have to urge our clients na to do the reception or shorten the program talaga for those na hindi makalusot dun sa curfew restrictions ba. Kasi iba kasi per city, like for Cebu City, siguro okay lang. A few spots lang yung may checkpoint. So, if you're in a city na medyo strict sila doon, so parang kawawa ka. So, yun lang siguro yung maisip ko na restrictions.
Melvin, in Davao, are there new restrictions in light of the new ones that are being imposed here in Metro Manila? Do you have news there in Davao?
Yung ngayon na bago na guidelines?
Apektado kayo?
Usually kasi ngayon parang may bagong yung tourism. So sila yung nag-handle ng number of guests sa hotel or any event. So positive yung yung bagong guidelines. Medyo mahirap pero they're shortening the program and less nakikita ko parang less yung kailangan yung entertainment, like yung mga kanta-kanta doon sa wedding. So, yun ang nakikita ko doon sa bago na guidelines. But, ang venue ata is allowed for 30% ng venue. So,
okay, that's good to hear.
Because, nag-accept kami dun kumbaga yung rules is from Manila then or the national. Then basta may bagong guidelines. Yun yung positive ngayon kasi bigger ang baga meron ng bagong hope yung mga couple natin na okay, they can invite like more than 25. Kasi ngayon nasa 25 kami eh.
Correct.
So outside Davao medyo
Melvin,
marami.
ano yan, no? 25 including the suppliers, correct? Including suppliers. Ganyan yung
usually
December
like- usually ganun. Yun yung baseline
Okay. All right. Pepe, right now things are getting tighter again. What's your take on this?
Actually sa akin,
Okay. Sige, i-review lang natin. As far as I know, restricted travel again outside Metro Manila, going to Laguna, going to Tagaytay. Sorry, Connie, to say that, but it is what it is. At ang matutuloy na mga weddings, ang allowed lang ay 10 persons. According to the guidelines that I read this in the news. Are you frustrated, Pepe?
medyo parang half of me oo. Pero yung other half hindi kasi dahil tumatas yung cases. Parang medyo, aminado ko, medyo parang naging relax din ako this past few months na parang medyo yung guard ko sa minsan natatanggal ako ng mask, mga ganyan. Pero nung mula tumatas yung cases, parang yung takot, kagaya ng last year, parang bumabalik na parang nagsasabi na ako ngayon sa mga shooters ko na dapat i-treat natin yung bawat isa na parang
Positive.
may COVID, na positive. Yeah. Na kahit na kamag-anak mo, basta you don't live under the same roof, dapat yung treatment mo, tingin mo sa kanya, career siya. So ako, parang half of me, medyo okay lang, na parang 2 weeks, sige, basta 2 weeks lang kapag pag nag-extend medyo pero kung 2 weeks lang, siguro okay lang, kasi para at least yung curve medyo bumaba man lang, yung cases bumaba man lang. Pero yung half of me, syempre, yung mga expenses kasi natin hindi tumitigil eh. Medyo baka mamaya ang worry ko magtuloy-tuloy na naman, baka yung 2 weeks maging 1 month, 1 month maging
yeah, like you said kanina, we've been here before.
Oo, narinig ko na yan eh. Yung 2 weeks yan, medyo narinig ko na eh. Parang familiar, napanood ko na yan sa balita last year eh. So, parang yun yung worry ko. Yun yung parang siguro kung frustrated man, dahil siguro doon na baka hindi totoong 2 weeks lang siya.
Okay, Owen, I got a question for you from here. How do you deal with pandemic stress? Sorry, natakpan na kayo, pero tatanggalin ko yan. That's coming from Bro Esteves. He's a creative, he's a photographer. How do you cope with pandemic stress? It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Oo, mismo. Siguro, anong ginawa namin, medyo matagal. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa kami nakaka-cope sa stress na isang taon na. Wala pa rin, stressed pa rin kami. Stressed out pa rin kami. So, ang ginagawa na lang namin para mas hindi mo isipin mo yung ibang bagay na mas magbibigay sa'yo ng pera. Diba?
akala ko naligaya eh. Pero tama ka naman doon. Alam mo, ang stress, yan eh, ang stress, ang naaapektuhan lang dyan yung walang pera eh.
Actually. Pero yun, siguro every move mo siguro ngayon maganda, nagge-generate siya kahit papano ng income. Ewan ko kung paano siya gawin, pero siguro by small things. May mga kaibigan ako nagbebenta ng food, gumagawa ng cakes, ganyan. Tapos yun, pwede mong i-divert yung attention mo sa ganong mga bagay-bagay. Tapos siguro malaking bagay din na magtingin ka sa ibang mga photographers na nakaka-inspire, na nag-i-inspire sa'yo. Hanapin mo na lang yun. Malamang konti na lang sila, pero hanapin mo lang sila.
kasi nagbebenta na ng ng ulam. Ang gusto kong idagdag ay ano nga ba? Wala, ganun talaga. Nakalimutan ko na yung sabihin ko. Pero yeah, it is very stressful. No. I was watching a documentary on YouTube. Ang pinakamasasayang tao sa buong mundo, mga Scandinavians. Kasi hindi nila iniisip masyado kasi they're taken care of by the government. There's zero corruption. That's why they have the headspace to think about self-fulfillment dahil wala sa needs nila na I need to survive. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think kaya ang daming naghalaman kasi nakakatanggal ng stress, 'di ba? I think it's part of it Yung just the serenity and calmness of looking at plants. But yeah, I guess that's it. Yon. Okay. Si Benz may tanong, gusto kong itanong kay Hope tsaka kay Voltaire, no? Kamusta yung mga couples? Mas mahirap ba sila o mas madali silang i-deal with these days?
Hope?
Okay naman, parang
joke lang.
kasi parang nag-adapt na din sila sa situation. So wala masyadong demands, although on our end, no, we really need to parang yung trabaho namin, sabi nga ni Voltaire, parang double, triple kasi madami mga considerations and all. Pero so far, okay naman yung mga clients, mga couple natin, parang what's really important to them, yung nakikita ko ngayon what's really important to them is their wedding, their marriage, parang ganon. Parang doon naka-focus, not on really on how extravagant it is, now not really on yung pabongga, something like that. So far, okay naman. Pero medyo, that's part of it. Medyo normal na din yung stress sa amin, mga wedding planners.
Oo. Yun. Yung sa akin naman, no, naging on the positive side pa nga eh. Kasi parang, di ba, alam naman natin when we do Filipino weddings here, hindi lang naman bisita ng couples ang kino-consider mo. May bisita rin ng parents, may bisita ang friends ng parents, ang daming extension, no? So ngayon, because of the pandemic, parang because wala silang choice kundi liitan ang guest list nila, parang it worked on their advantage pa eh. Parang sinasabi ko sa kanila, oh, di ba? At least now, ang i-invite nyo lang, you have a reason. Ano yun? You have a reason. What was that?
Haunted.
Was that me? No.
I don't know. Okay. All right. Okay. We're gonna try to. Is that me? There. Okay. All right. Tumigil na lahat. I think that's me. Tin, is that me? Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna back online. Thank you, Voltaire, for answering that question. Anyways, guys, I've had my guests for an hour 20 minutes now, and I don't want to take more of their time, guys. Show your love to the guests and just comment there and send your hearts, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna close the show. There you go. All right. Okay, so that was a great show, and maybe Tim, you can mute everybody else. There. Fantastic. I guess that's me. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. And we hope to do one of these streams maybe April or May when things change. All right. I don't want to end it this way. Hold on.
All right. Hey, Tin, are we good? Can you hear me better? I don't even know. Well, anyways, goodbye, everybody.